全世界のゲームファン、そしてスクエアエニックスファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中裕二です。
アーゼストの大島直人です。
Am I the only one who found the Xbox Showcase pre-show more entertaining than the actual showcase? And that, of course, is thanks to Balan Wonderworld. Let's talk about it.
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land.
Welcome to Hotline Sehwani.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jigsaw here, back again on Hotline Sehwani. And today, I want to talk about Balan Wonderworld, which is a game getting developed by the original Sonic creators, Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima. If you did not happen to watch the pre-show, Naka and Oshima announced a new 3D platformer game called Balan Wonderworld. And by the teaser trailer, it looks like it's pulling a lot of inspiration from Nights into Dreams, Billy Hatcher, and the new Super Mario Odyssey. Before getting into my thoughts on Balan Wonderworld, I think it's important to just go through some brief history of Yuji Naka and Naoto Oshima as a team and some of their work experience. Also, please make sure to stay until the end of the video for an announcement. So as I am sure you all know, Naka and Oshima were responsible for creating Sonic back in 1991. For those of you who do not know, Naka got tasked with creating a game to rival Mario. He knew if Sega wanted to go toe-to-toe with the Italian plumber, they would need to create a new character to replace their current mascot, Alex Kidd. So Sega and Naka held an internal company contest for employees to submit characters, and Oshima won with his character, called Mr. Needlemouse, which later became Sonic the Hedgehog. Naka and Oshima were the original members of Sonic Team, and by the mid to late 90s, their creativity led to titles like Nights into Dreams and Sonic Adventure. Fast forward to March 16, 2006, and Naka decided to leave Sega to create his own game studio and work on other titles outside of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. One of the last games Naka worked on was Shadow the Hedgehog. So maybe he felt the backlash from giving a Sonic character a gun and decided to dip. Who knows? But for the most part, Naka's studio, Prope, did not develop anything too exciting, unless you had a good time playing Let's Tap and Let's Catch on the Wii. Now that you are caught up on Naka, let's turn to Oshima. For similar reasons, Naoto left Sega around 1999 to work on other projects as well. He would not take part in a Sonic-related project until Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. But during his career after Sega, he worked on projects like Blinks, Hey Pikmin, and Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. Now that I think about it, no wonder why Blinks struck a resemblance to Sonic. Look at that! He's even doing the same Sonic Adventure 2 pose. That copycat. Get it?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Tough crowd. Now that you are up to speed on the history of Oshima and Naka, I hope you can understand my enthusiasm for Balan Wonderworld, because Oshima and Naka have not worked together in over 20 years. Not only that, but they are coming together under Square Enix's Balan company. It's interesting to me to see that a company like Square Enix that has such a primary focus on role-playing games like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Chrono Trigger, is wanting to shift gears to create a subsidiary company that focuses on action games. It's rather unique, and they brought Naka and Oshima to create the Balan company's first platformer. That was definitely not a mistake, because there's a lot of passion and creativity out of these two guys, and if Square Enix wants to make a first good impression with a 3D platformer, they're the guys to do it. I love 3D platformers, and this game is definitely pulling inspiration and direction from good sources. First off, if you are a Nights into Dreams fan, this game's premise alone should sound familiar. In Balan Wonderworld, you play as Leo and Emma, who meet the hat-wearing figure Balan, who takes them to Wonderlands instead of Nightopia. So the setup of the game alone is very similar to Nights, and Naka and Oshima are trying to capture that magical feeling that Nights had. Even Balan, the character that we see in the teaser trailer, strikes a stunning resemblance to Nights, and clearly the art style for the two will be similar, as they were both designed by Oshima. However, unlike Nights, Balan Wonderworld plays like a traditional 3D platformer, using various power-ups to traverse around the many courses in the game. When it comes to gameplay, I could see a lot of inspiration being pulled from Billy Hatcher. Both Billy Hatcher and Balan Wonderworld seem to have very open level designs with very colorful and vibrant environments. Even some of the creatures we see in Wonderworld look pretty similar to what we would have seen in Billy Hatcher, and the main characters, Leo and Emma, seem to run, jump, and maneuver in a similar fashion to Billy, minus the egg of course. And a 3D platformer would not be complete without power-ups, and in this case, Emma and Leo are able to use various costumes to take on over 80 different abilities. Sound familiar? If you played Mario Odyssey, of course it does. It's hard not to compare the abilities Mario gains through Cappy's capture ability and Balan Wonderworld's costumes. Also, just like Billy Hatcher, several of the environments and open level designs in the Balan Wonderworld teaser scream Mario Odyssey. There's even a shot of a level in Balan at around, I think it's 44 seconds in the teaser, that looks almost identical to the Cascade Kingdom. And this is not a complaint. I think they should take inspiration from Mario Odyssey, as it's one of the most notable 3D platformers to come out in recent years. As for now, that's all the information we have on Balan Wonderworld. I, for one, will be checking for more project updates because I am excited to see what Naka and Oshima come up with for their first big project together in over 20 years. Are you excited for Balan Wonderworld? And are you a Nights fan? If you are, I'm actually pretty curious to see what you have to say. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. So before you go, a quick special announcement. I set up a Discord for you all to join and come talk to my team and I. My overall goal with the Discord is to start to develop a community and to listen to your ideas and feedback in a more engaged setting outside of YouTube. So if you want to be part of the community, please join the Hotline Sehwani server. The link is in the description. And with that, this was Jigsaw, the host of Hotline Sehwani, signing out. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to Hotline Sehwani as we climb towards 3,000 subscribers. If you want to engage with me, you can do so by following me at Hotline Sehwani and joining our Discord community. Please remember, all the remixes uploaded to this channel are also on SoundCloud for your listening pleasure. Thank you for your continued support.
Patriotic Sonic says, please like and subscribe.